In this video, I'm going to show you how to install Java in your machine, in your Linux Ubuntu machine. Okay, so we're going to go to search here. I'm going to go and find terminal. So terminal like that, and you'll find terminal. Click on that. And the first thing we're going to do, now I'm going to use command line because I think it's the easiest way to do this. There's different ways to do this. Obviously, you can just go online and search, but terminal is fine. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and say sudo bash first because we want to make sure that we get as an administrator. Say enter. I'm gonna enter my password, so you should enter yours as well. Okay, so now we are as administrators here. And the next thing we're going to do, we are going to type the following. Say add -apt -repository space ppa colon web app d8 team like that, okay, and Java, and then press enter. Okay, and we'll see this important note here about Java. Okay, we're gonna just go ahead and say enter. Next, what we're gonna do here, what we're gonna type here, you're gonna say apt -get space update like that, enter. So we're gonna go ahead and update everything. Okay, so everything is up to date. As you can see now, all the packages have been updated. After that, let me give you some space here by hitting enter. Well, after we have installed or updated everything, we're gonna go ahead and say apt -get install. Remember, there's a space between get and install there. Oracle, because that's the company that owns Java pretty much, Java 8, okay, and I'm gonna call this installer. So now we're just gonna go and invoke our installer from Java, from Oracle. Say enter, and we'll go ahead and ask if you want to continue this with this. Okay, we're gonna just say yes or Y, okay, and all will be installed. In this case here, just say enter and move to yes here, say enter, and Java is indeed being installed. Okay, give it a few minutes. Once everything is installed, let's go ahead and see if Java indeed was installed. The way we testify that things have been installed correctly, if we go and say Java space -version and say enter, we should see now that Java is indeed installed. It says here Java version is 1.8.0_131, and of course, depending on when you're watching this video, this could be different, but nonetheless, at least just tells us that it's all installed and says runtime environment, and Java hotspot also 60-bit server is also installed. Okay, that's really good news. And now let's go ahead and set up environment variables here. So I'm gonna go ahead and say clear just to clear everything up. So we start from fresh. Next thing I'm gonna do here, we're gonna say apt -get, and remember you have to type exactly as I am typing here, space install space Oracle -Java 8 -set -default. Okay, we're just setting up our environment variables here to default. Okay, so go ahead and set enter, and this is going to happen. Oracle is already the newest version, set to manually installed. So next, to test out and see, make sure that our Java works, okay, we're gonna go ahead and compile a very simple hello world Java class here. So I just created it real quick here, and I saved it on the desktop. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna go back to our terminal, open that, and we're going to navigate to where we saved our test.java file here. So what you can do, of course, is to open what I did here. I opened my search here, and I went ahead and I typed text and found this text editor, okay, and I open it up. When I open it up, this is what happened, and then I copy and created this file here, okay. So I say class test, just like this, okay, and then curly braces, and I close them, and then inside I said public static void main string args, like that, just exactly like that, and I'll make sure that I have this file for you. Okay, so what we're gonna do now, I'm gonna go back here to our terminal, and we're going to navigate to desktop here so that we can see if this runs. So the first thing we're going to do, say ls to see what we have. I want to navigate to our desktop where our test.java is. So I'm going to say cd d like that and tab. I'm going to say ls to see what's in there. It says test.java, right? So I'm going to say Java C for Java compiler, and I'm going to say test.java. Enter. If all works well, this would happen. Okay, so now we know Java is indeed compiled because we say Java C, which is Java compiler, and then we gave the name of the Java file that we created. In this case, test.java. Okay, if you hit enter, if it compiles correctly, then this happens. Nothing happens in this case. That means compiled. But if you go now and say ls to see the list, you'll see now we have test.class created as well. So now to run that program, we can say Java test like that, and we should see hello, which is exactly what we set it to print. Okay, so now we know that Java is indeed installed on our machine, Ubuntu Linux here. All right. Now, if you had any issues, so when you say Java C test.java and it didn't compile or something, just make sure that you typed it exactly as it is right here. Okay, class test, and make sure exactly. Okay, it has to be exactly like that. If it's exactly like that and you have some sort of error that says Java wasn't installed, just go back, rewatch this video and follow exactly as we did, as I showed you, to install Java and make sure that we set up the variables and everything. All right, so perfect. So Java now is installed and we are good to go. I'll see you in the next video.